right, y'all. What's up? Random TV Reviews. Your girl Lynette.
Your boy Stanley.
Let's go ahead and get into Power. I got this on lock.
Got it on lock.
First of all, they started it off right because y'all know we from the DMV.
Yep.
Go all day. Washington D.C.
D.C.
And this will piss me off because it is kind of correct. Go robbing the pharmacy. I said, really? This is how we gonna represent the DMV right off the gate? But it was true.
Yeah,
so we see these two guys. One guy's in the back of the store. One guy is up there with the clerk holding him at gunpoint, trying to get all this medicine and money and all of this stuff. Then we see this cop roll up, and I was like, oh, just in time to stop the robbery, right? The police officer, female black cop, walks into the pharmacy, pulls her gun out, was like, freeze, da-da-da. Guy turns around, and I said, he a little too goddamn calm to have a cop behind him with a gun. Asked the clerk, are you working here alone tonight? He said, yes, and I triggered the silent alarm. Bad move.
Bad move for you, player.
She said, go ahead and kill him.
Pow! No hesitation.
And then she turns around and shoots him.
Said she shot him because he had no plan. Obviously looked like there was a plan in place for her to show up. So
she was like, she said, if I wanted to babysit, I had some goddamn kids or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
We're gonna start off like this.
But we were messed up on who the cop was.
Yeah, Princess Tiana.
Princess Tiana. I ain't gonna never, ever look at you the same.
Disney coming for your crown.
Yeah,
Disney coming for your
goddamn
crown.
Disney princess as a freaking thug. Come on, not only a thug, but a nasty thug.
I said, all right. So then she goes home, and this is another layer to it. She got a girlfriend. And the girlfriends are sitting up there, and I said, something ain't right with this chick. Well, come to find out later on, this girl is sucking on lean all day.
Yep.
She ain't sipping, she's sucking on lean all day.
All day.
So
every day.
That's what Lil Wayne be going to the hospital for, messing around with
that lean. Don't talk with that crap. That crap can kill you.
Yeah. So then we see Kanan. See, Kanan don't made his debut. He up in the bed, burnt up. Looking like slab bacon.
Yes, sir. A rotisserie chicken that was in the oven too long.
I said, okay, so now Kanan is in D.C. And I said, how the heck did Kanan get from New York to D.C.? But we'll just go ahead and get it out the way. He called her, and she went and got him and brought him to D.C. And
from New York.
But they let him out the hospital like that?
Yeah. I was like, they had no bandages on. The only thing he had on was a freaking staples on his stomach. But come on now. If he was in hospital in D.C., I could see that.
Yeah. But he was in New York, so we can see that too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the officer's name was Leverne Ganner.
Yeah, Leverne.
But they call her Jukebox.
And she part of the National Black Police Association. Do y'all know that y'all got a bad cop on the goddamn force?
I said, all right. So Officer Jukebox sends her girlfriend upstairs to where Kanan is to pretty much massage some information up out of him of what happened to him and why did he end up here. Now, this is what I don't understand. You see what this man look like.
Yeah.
Do it look like he want to be massaged right now?
Yeah. He ain't even budge. He just looking at you like...
He said, give me my pills.
I want my pills.
I said, that thing ain't even jump.
Nah, ain't even moved.
I said, okay.
Then he said, what that you drinking? She said, tea.
I said, give me some of that tea. So then she turned him on to the lean. Couple of sips of the lean, he get a little loose at the lips. And he was like, I'm going to get that ghost. Well, it kind of rung a bell with the girl, but you could tell the girl didn't really know what it meant.
Yeah, she didn't know.
So she goes downstairs and she tells her girlfriend, which is Officer Jukebox, look, I didn't F him. He was in too much pain. He needed his pills. But I did turn him on to the lean, and he told me about ghosts.
She was like, oh.
I said,
And of course, she knew who Ghost is.
Yeah, so she was basically like, I'm about to go up there and see old Ghost, but before then, not Ghost, Kanan. Kanan is in there searching for medicine.
Tearing the medicine just like a crackhead.
I won't mad at him because I was getting ready to geek. But did any of y'all think that they were robbing the pharmacy to get medicine for Kanan? Only to withhold it from him?
Yeah.
Which makes
she only did it because he wasn't telling the truth. He was lying to her.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
you could
so
see that.
so she was using that to get the information out of him. But yeah, that's pretty much what they were doing.
Yeah. So, what else happened with that? Little boy comes over, the guy that she didn't shoot
Yeah.
in the pharmacy robbery. He comes over to the house. Now they're arguing back and forth, and I think his name was Dirt.
Yeah,
They
he
are-
all messed up.
Yeah, he was like, "You just shot that dude like a
Like you
a
want
dog."
nothing, like boom.
She was like, "He have a plan."
So had to take him out.
Look, cause she was like, "We got this job we need to do, and this
Yeah.
job gonna take care of your college tuition."
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, he was dead weight. Do you want to pay Sally Mae for the rest of your life?
Speaking of Sally Mae, what she said, I ain't even never think about that. Why is Sally Mae sound like a big grandmama somewhere? Like a big black grandma, Sally Mae.
She a thug, cause she.
Yeah.
I used to owe her.
Yeah.
I paid that
whole
hooker off.
whole lots of people owe her.
I paid that hooker off.
And the bad part about it, you go pay all that money to Sally Mae and try to get a job, and they don't even hire you because you ain't got no experience. It's bullshit.
It sure is. So, while he's talking to Officer Jukebox about, what's going down or whatever, he's talking about, he was a little afraid, scared.
Yeah.
He didn't really want to go all the way through with whatever the plan is because we don't know what this plan is yet. Kanan was like, let his A go. Let his punk ass go.
Yeah. He ain't ready. You don't get on who ain't ready.
I said,
That's a little inside joke.
so, the guy was like, well, who are you? He was like, and I'm not no punk. He was like, you sit over there.
Burnt all up and crispy and all.
He said, you sit over there looking like fried pork rinds.
Yeah.
So Kanan was about to bash the boy's head in. Was like, look, first of all, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
But he pretty much tells Officer Jukebox, look, whatever you are in on,
I
want
want a
in
piece.
on it.
I want on it.
So we still don't know what the heck
What
this
that
is.
job is. I
So-
hope it's not going back to that pharmacy. Because,
Why would we do that?
yeah.
So we're going to get all this out the way because basically
Right.
they went round and round in circles to come to this conclusion right here. Officer Jukebox gets it out of Kanan why the heck he ended up in D.C.
Yeah.
Well, he got into it with Ghost. But Kanan let her know that the only reason that I went down in the first place was because Ghost did it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, what happened to Sean? Because it's so ironic that Sean was killed at the same time that you called me to come and rescue your tail. So did Ghost kill
yeah.
Sean?
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to say yeah.
Yeah.
He said,
Mm-mm.
no. I
killed
killed
him.
Sean.
So I thought she was just going to go belligerent on him, just go crazy. She said,
Okay.
yeah, okay, you had to do what you had to do.
Because when he chose Ghost,
He was the enemy.
he was now the enemy. He said, because
Said-
technically, that was your son, but Ghost raised him.
Yeah.
So that's on Ghost. I said,
Sean became a pawn and you have to sacrifice the pawn.
I'm not
But
used.
it's still your...
Anyway.
But anyway.
So then we see Ghost is texting Tommy. But guess who Tommy with? Tommy is with Tasha and that goddamn Holly. Nobody likes Holly.
Nobody likes Holly.
Holly
Nobody
has
trusts Holly.
to go.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, it was so funny because I was having this conversation with my husband last week because y'all probably know by now that I own a virgin hair boutique.
Yeah.
And I said, a virgin hair boutique is like the perfect place to launder
Money.
and transfer dirty money because no one checks it. It goes
No.
through customs seamlessly.
Yep. You order
And I said-
overseas and comes DHL.
And why in the heck did Tasha say, we're going to take this dirty money,
Mm-hmm.
buy wholesale
Wholesale hair.
hair, push it out at a low price, generate a whole bunch of receipts so that won't nobody catch on to the fact that this is drug money.
Yep.
I said, Tasha, I'm not saying that you was in my head, but I already had this conversation
Yep.
about how easy it could be
Yep.
put on like that.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Sure enough. So yeah. And so see, we're gonna grow this. We're gonna have big business. We're gonna take over every salon, and everybody gonna have to buy from us. How
and
does
she gonna get her girl Keisha in on it.
Get Keisha. See, that's what I got a problem with.
That I
black
got a
people.
problem with it.
Yeah. Black people will come and offer you a deal knowing that
It's
it's
bad.
bull and it's bad, that everybody can get locked up. But they don't tell you what's going on until the police show up. And what she said, her out gonna be
And she didn't know.
And she didn't know. That don't even work with the police.
Mm.
That do not work.
Nope. But then later on, we see we're just gonna jump ahead because it's nothing to it.
Yeah, we just.
They go to Keisha's shop. Keisha already is side-eyeing Holly like, what the hell is she doing here?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, she stole your earrings.
Yep.
So if she steal anything up out of here, I'm whooping her flat A.
Flat A.
I said, I'm with you on that. And she was like, Tasha, you shouldn't be trusting her. And I'm like, Tasha, please tell me that you got a plan.
I think she got a plan.
Because right now, you looking real stupid to me. And you looking real weak, and I don't like it. I need the old Tasha back just like I need the old Candy Cane back from the half and half.
But you know what I think about is I think about what she doing. Because at this point, Tasha is probably hard up for some cash. Because all the money was coming through Ghost. Ghost ain't there no more. So, I think she getting there to use time in them to find out what they trying to do to Ghost and get her some cash so she can pull this thing back together. Now, I don't know if she still want Ghost or not because she pissed off at Ghost. We're going to find out why. She even more pissed off at him now.
Yeah. So then later on we see that Tasha and Holly get pulled over because they riding alone now without Tommy. I'm like, oh, hell.
There we go.
Get pulled over. Cop asks for her license and registration. Holly gonna start talking, say, oh, she did an illegal lane change because I'm rushing her. She's my nanny. I said, did we just do this? Did we just really do this? And then Tasha started talking in this Caribbean accent. Oh, I'm so
sorry. You know, Chile, I was doing too fast. I'm so sorry.
And right then and there, the cop was like,
oh, okay, that's fine. Well, at first, it wasn't fine.
I'm not going to go where I was going to go.
Yeah, I know. I think I know where he was going to go with that.
Because that really does happen.
Yep.
If you talk in an aggressive Caribbean or any kind of foreign accent, cops back off of you for some reason. I've done it before. I've put it right on.
No, but the problem is they probably don't feel like arguing with you because
you're not going to win.
You're not going to win.
You're not going to win. So, I don't know. We see Julio.
Oh, yeah.
Julio went back to get his special Chinese secret.
He went back to Chicka-Wing-a-Ling.
To get his wing-a-ling done.
Ride me long time.
So, he's back there screwing the heck up out of the girl. After he's finished, the girl starts snorting some coke. He was like, you need to hold up off of that because you did something before we started. She said, this weak stuff. I said, well, who you get it from? He said, I get it from Dylan. Immediately, Julio was like, we got a problem.
Yeah, Tommy, we got a problem. We need to talk.
Well, come to find out, because Tommy had to go down there and talk to the father, the Chinaman, and I can't remember his name to save my life, and told him, look, somebody's diluting the product. And if that's true, we both in trouble because both of our reputations are on the line.
Yep.
When Chinaman was like, if this is true, it's because you didn't bring me all that I needed to supply the supply and demand.
Say, it's still all your fault, player.
I said, wait a minute. What? But okay. So he said, once we get this settled away, we're going to have good business practices. Back to business as usual. Do what we got to do. Later on, we see that the Chinaman has his son Dylan at the table, and he said,
he's begging for forgiveness.
He said, as much as I hate to say that the Japanese are right about some practices, some things just got to be done. And this joker had to take
a funny looking butcher knife, or meat cleaver,
and chop his goddamn pinky
finger right off.
I said, oh my God.
And they showed it. I didn't think they was gonna show it, but they showed it.
It was stars. I knew they were gonna show it, so I just covered my eyes up.
Well, I guess that's better than getting your brains blown
I
out.
thought he was gonna cut the whole hand off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So then we see Angela. She's around here looking for a house because she's ready to make house with Ghost and his kids. So she's looking for a bigger apartment. All of this talking about
deluxe department in the sky.
I said, Angela, you gotta go, baby. You gotta go. I can't do it with Angela, and I don't think any of y'all can do it with Angela.
Nah.
But then we flip over to the scene where we see Tyreek. He over at the school showing this gun off to one of his friends. And gets caught.
Yep, caught. You idiot.
Really, Tyreek? This what we doing? This what we doing? So he goes and gets caught. And his parents had to be called, of course. Tasha and Ghost go down to the school. They want to know who gun it is. They out there talking with each other beforehand.
Yeah.
Ghost pretty much looks at Tasha and say, "You got a gun."
You got a gun.
She was like, "Oh, you know I'm not careless
yeah.
like that." So, whatever that is,
That's
it ain't
on
me.
you, yeah.
I thought she was gonna say, "No, that ain't my gun. My gun right here."
Yeah.
So then, when they get into the principal's office, they say, "Well, the cop said that this gun is registered to an Angela such and such," and Tasha said,
Yep.
but she said, "You know what? This calls for expulsion, so Tyreek will not be able to come to school here no more, and this conversation pretty much is over." She said, "Oh, there's always room
There's always room.
for a conversation."
And she
She
goes
said-
to read her rights.
She went down the line about the girl changing grades, how this girl was assaulted.
Stealing out the vending machines.
I said, there you go.
Yeah, and none of them got expelled. Matter of fact, they still going to the school. Yeah.
So basically, y'all know how to go.
Mm-hmm.
Give me money. And Tyreek was back in school. Then later on, we see that they had to have a little talk with Tyreek. Tyreek
They should
is
have knocked his block off.
Tyreek is above himself, but this
Yeah.
is what happens when somebody in the household acts a fool. The whole household dynamic just flips. And usually the kids are the ones that act out, especially
Yep.
that boy. Well, that boy is disrespectful to mama and disrespectful to daddy. And I like that they yanked his tail up.
So.
I said,
Go say, sit your tail up, boy.
I said, And he said, look, give me the cell phone.
He said, no. I said, oh. I just knew that Ghost was going to punch him.
Yeah, but before that, after they left up out of there and they kind of got the whole school thing squared away, Tasha said, how did my son get a hold of Angela's gun?
Yeah.
He said, well, I had to leave to go meet Tommy. She said, so you left my kids along with that
heifer? Oh,
she
no.
said, oh, no, this would never happen again.
Never, never, ever. I don't blame her.
Yeah. She said, so you left my kids with a female that had her gun unlocked
Unsecured.
while you go running around. I said,
Yep. That's exactly what he did.
strike 101.
No 3 strikes on that one. 1 strike, you out with Tasha.
So Ghost goes to the house and he confronts Angela about it. Angela was pretty much like, look, as much as I can say, I can understand what Angela is saying because we don't have kids, so there's a lot of things that
I don't know.
right, like a lot of things we don't think about because we don't have to lock crap up because we don't have no kids. So Angela was like, look, I usually lock it up, but I didn't have time because you brought them kids over early. So I basically took my gun, put it up high. But why was your son going through my stuff?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, because that's what boys do.
do.
She said, okay. He said, well, have you seen Tommy? I said,
Why Tommy always keep coming up?
so Ghost figured it out. Said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about the gun and Tyreek, and you talk about Tommy. Yeah, I went to Tommy's house. He wasn't there. I've been calling him. He wasn't there. What else you want to know? Am I the case that you're studying right now? I said,
Yeah.
well, we see Angela take that little application she had for that apartment and throw it away. Because she was basically like, I think that the kids coming over here was too soon. Yes, it was. I said, But did y'all like when Tyreek's son said this? And I said, I like what he said. But I didn't like how he said it because he's still a kid. He said, I needed a gun because one, Sean got shot. And 2, Daddy, you ain't here to protect us no more. And Ghost's face was like,
got a good point, son. But he couldn't say that, though.
he couldn't say it. And Tasha looked at him and said, So he was like, at the end of the day,
I gotta do what
I gotta do what I gotta do. I said, I ain't mad at you. Well, Holly thinks she's pregnant. I don't know if she's pregnant or not because she took a test, went off, started running water,
going crazy.
and bagged the pregnancy test, put the pregnancy test in the trash, and she goes right to Tommy, talking about when we gonna kill Ghost. What?
I can't stand her.
Tommy was like, he looking all through her.
He
past
trying
her.
to play the game. Yeah.
She was like, look, he gets a text. Tyreek. But we know that Tyreek don't have his phone. Ghost has his phone. I said, oh, Ghost, you got games. He was like, I pretty much left the house. I need you to come see me. Meet me at such and such. I like
Basketball
this time.
City.
Yeah, I like this Tommy. Because Tommy was like, bump what you said, Holly. I need to go check on my nephew. I can't have him out there in these streets
All
by himself.
Yep.
So he takes off with his freaking, I don't know what kind of jacket that is. It reminds me of like Robin Hood or something. I said, go ahead with your gothic outfit on, Tommy. I like it. He goes out there to Basketball City, and who walks out?
Ghost.
Which we already knew that what it was gonna do. Ghost was like, look, we need to work together.
Yeah.
Because Lobos wants to
trying
kill me. Which means he's gonna try to kill you.
And Tommy was like, what you talking about?
He said, look, Lobos is just using you to get to me.
Yep.
Then after he's done with me, and after you mess up, you're gonna be next.
You're gonna be next.
Tommy said, not if I mess
mean-
up, but when? And he was like,
Yeah.
in so many words,
I know you. I know you.
He said, look, you're just playing into Lobos' hands.
Yep.
You saved me. I said, don't do this reverse psychology.
Yeah, the reverse psychiatry. Yeah, because he told Tommy like when he was at the bridge that Lobos was out there trying to kill him, but you saved me.
So that was basically it. Because Tommy was like, no. And goodbye, Ghost.
Goodbye, Ghost. So
it ain't as easy as we think it is. But I hope Tasha ain't really getting caught up with that guy doing
I think she a little too smart for that because she don't trust Holly. I think she got her motives for getting what she need to get.
I hope so.
And gonna probably take Holly down and get, like we said last week, get Ghost and Tommy back together. Because they do, even though Tommy is a mess up, psychopath, crackhead, whatever you want to call him and Ghost work together real good. They really do.
Yeah.
They compliment each other.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's basically it, y'all. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South. Two up, two down. Holla.